Alright, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be hitting up legs. Now, for anyone that hasn't been watching the rest of the workouts this week, or indeed the shoulder workout last week, on the shoulder, not the shoulders this week, the shoulders the week before, I had a bit of a mishap where the hex bar kind of started, I hadn't gripped it in the right place with the lifting hooks, and it kind of spun and slid out of the lifting hooks and put a bit of an impact load into the bottom of the spine. As a result of that, I gave myself a day's rest after shoulders, and then a couple of days later did legs, but only did like a really truncated legs workout. Essentially it was one exercise, a superset of pause squats and pause leg press, just to do something for legs. I didn't, because it was only a truncated workout, I didn't video it, which I'm a bit annoyed about now, to be honest. What I found was that in the days afterwards, for a good 5 days or more afterwards, my legs were absolutely like out of it. Like I couldn't, even whenever it came time to do back on Wednesday with the T-bar rows. The T-bar rows I really struggled with, not because my back, I actually felt strong. I felt like I could have went a good bit heavier than what I did go, but it was my legs. My legs were still sore from still properly. It wasn't like, it was sore as if they were sore from, I had just done them that day. That's how bad they were. As a result of that, even though it's halfway through this mesocycle now effectively, and I'm not a fan of changing up exercises halfway through a mesocycle. I would prefer to leave it to the end of the mesocycle. But I feel that just because, a bit like with doing the high table overhead triceps extensions for arms, I actually feel that it's the right thing to do to try and incorporate what it did last week into the rest of the mesocycle to see, you know, does it continue, can it continue to progress with that? Is it going to be as sore as what it has been or what it was then? So with that in mind, what we're going to do today is we'll start off with, what do you call them, stiff leg deadlifts. Start off with stiff leg deadlifts. Then what I'll do is, instead of doing splits, instead of dropping the split squats back in and having that as a separate exercise, I'm going to do the pause squats and pause leg press. Now the pause squats and the pause leg press, because they're paused and because my back can be a bit, it's one of the reasons why I took squats out, was my back can be delicate, shall we say. So what I'm going to do is with the pause squats, I'm just going to use the bare bar. If I have to drop down to just doing body weight the way I did last week, I'll get down to just using body weight because it worked well last week. But I'll start off with a safety squat bar with no weight on, just the bare bar, which is, I think it's 32 kilos. And then we'll go on to, we'll superset that with pause leg press. Now the pause leg press is only going to be 130 kilos, so it's down a brave bit from where I had been at the beginning of the mesocycle, up at 180 kilos. But again, because we're supersetting that with the pause squats, and because it is a paused leg press, we're going down into the hole nice and slow on the eccentric, down into the hole. We're going to sit down there for a second and then, you know, come back up, and we'll see how that goes. And then we'll finish off the way we have been finishing off. We'll finish off with some leg extensions and seated leg curls, and we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I haven't done a proper leg workout now in 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, 3 weeks. So aside from last week, obviously, which wasn't a full workout, so we'll see how it goes anyway. If I need to tweak weights or put weight up or put weight down, we'll see how it goes. I just have to play it by ear. I don't really have a great baseline because, to be honest, I haven't been as consistent with legs this mesocycle as what I had planned on being. But we'll see how it goes anyway. Let's get to it. right, that's going to do us for legs. Really quite happy with how that went today. On the stiff leg deadlift, I started off where I had been the last time I did the stiff leg deadlift. I kind of went in at the top weight that I would be using. I dropped back about 20 kilos on my warm-up weight and then just worked back up to the top weight that I had been using this week, just because what I find is if I don't do stiff leg deadlifts for a number of weeks, I find my hamstrings and my entire posterior chain essentially tightens up a little bit. So I feel that it's beneficial to go in just with that lighter weight, just to try and stretch everything out and get a bit limber nearly. I find there's less, well, maybe it's just all in my head, but I think there's less chance of an injury that way, getting in a little bit lighter and just trying to, stretch everything out until I can get down into a good stretch at the bottom. Again, I tried to, and this is something that I've been, as this year has sort of worn on, I've found more and more benefit in dropping the weight back ever so slightly and just trying to, where I can, get into as deep a stretch as I can in whatever muscle that I'm working, and just hang out down there in that stretch before contracting back up. And I've really felt, like I said, I don't know if it's all in my head or not, but I feel that in the days afterwards, I feel shorter in whatever the target muscle was. And for a good few days after that, even though I'm using less weight, which, I mean, it has to be a good thing at the end of the day, it has to be a good thing. So pretty happy with how the stiff leg deadlifts went. I was able to, by the end of the top set, I was getting a full stretch with the top weight that I had been using prior to this week, and right down as far as I could go. I might actually see about getting something, maybe a couple of plates on the floor, in the next, maybe toward the end of the mesocycle, just to try and extend that. And you're nearly doing a deficit stiff leg deadlift, just to try and get an extra sort of couple of centimeters of stretch at the bottom of each rep. The paused squats and the paused leg press supersets, they were excruciating. So they were. So I'm really, really hoping I can feel my legs sort of trembling as I'm standing here giving this wee piece to camera. Yeah, I feel they've really, really went well. So I have the leg press. I can't believe how difficult that was, as bad, if not worse, than some of the drop sets that I was doing at the beginning of the year. So for anyone that didn't watch any of the, you go back towards the beginning of the year and watch some of the videos, the drop sets that I did on leg press at the beginning of the year, where I went from 220 kilos down to like 90 kilos. And by the end of it, I was absolutely wrecked. Those were as hard, at least as hard, if not harder. Really felt that a burn. I mean, I was feeling a burn just from the pause squats. But by the time I got, it was just the beginning of a burn at the pause squats. But by the time I got into the last few sets of the pause leg press, it was hellish. So it was some. I'm hoping that that's a sign of good things to come. And then on the leg extension didn't go super heavy. I went up to 90 kilos in the leg extension. Tried to keep it pretty, pretty strict, or as strict as I could with that sort of weight, and just wrapped out. To be honest, I wasn't really pushing on the seated leg extension because I came straight after the pause squat and leg press supersets. I was just happy to get through it. It was nearly more of a finisher, to be honest. And the seated leg curl actually did pretty well. Didn't go super heavy, just used 50 kilos, but I just repped out and then tried to finish with lengthened partials toward the end of the set. I really don't like that seated leg curl machine. It's the foot roller on it, or the ankle roller, whatever you want to call it, the pad that you rest your ankles on. It's really too short, much too short. And what I'm fighting is my right foot keeps slipping toward the end, and then I'm having to try and correct myself, because there's been a few times whenever the foot has slipped off the end, and then luckily I haven't been injured, but it's the sort of thing could cause an injury very handy. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. If you've enjoyed the video, feed the anabolic algorithm with a comment, shares, likes and subscribes, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.